This is Hot Takes with Nick and Justin. Uh, Here we go.
Yeah.
Uh,
What do you wanna
Diamondbacks Phillies tonight, 8:07.
Mm-hmm.
How are we feeling?
I feel great. Zach Wheeler going against Zach Gallen. It's a battle of the Zachs. It feels like.
Yeah, it's going to be probably in the end of it.
Yeah, I like the Phillies offense more.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel Diamondbacks young. I don't know if they're totally. You cannot like recreate what the ballpark does to like a hitter
Mm-hmm.
and a pitcher. So I don't know if Diamondbacks gonna be able to stay calm in the batter's box. They might be jittery. Biggest series of their life. I just feel like the Phillies will be more prepared, more prepped for the moment. I like the Phillies taking this game.
I do too. I think the Phillies are definitely gonna win this game.
Better team.
They're just a better team, and it's in the bank. I think the Diamondbacks they're a great young team, but they're not
Not there yet.
they're not the Phillies. Let's be honest. Yeah, I think the battle is I think they're gonna struggle a little bit against Zach Allen at first,
Yeah.
but then once they get into the fourth inning, I'm gonna say fifth inning, they're gonna start. They're just
I
gonna start
I
getting
think
going.
this is the big Kyle Schwarber series in
Mhm.
my mind. He didn't really get going until the NLCS last
Yeah.
year.
So hopefully that will happen again.
Yeah.
And speaking of the DH position, there's a rumor going around that Rhys Hoskins is gonna come back. Now,
I think if they make the World Series, he comes back. I don't know at the CS.
now, if Rhys comes back,
What do you do with the lineup?
you keep it. You're not
Yeah,
gonna.
you probably pinch hit.
Yeah, you pinch it.
Like what would you pinch hit? Like Marsh, if it's a lefty on the mound, you put Reese in.
I would say pinch hit. He would be more of a pinch hitter for like Rojas.
I think that the defense. I think with Rojas.
Yeah, true.
I think with Marsh, if it's a lefty, then you go to Reese.
I just want to see Rhys again one more time.
Me too.
I think
Eighth
the
inning
bank
bomb.
the bank would explode.
If he gets a tie game RBI single for the lead,
It would
oh my God.
it would be unreal. I hope he comes back just because.
Oh, I do too. That'll make the
It's-
lineup even more deadly.
I mean, it's gonna be his last year, unfortunately, at the bank.
Yeah,
So it's nothing against him too, which really sucks.
it's just
There's just nowhere to put him.
with Bryce now playing first, this is nothing you can
Yeah,
do.
and I don't see Bryce going back in the outfield anytime soon.
Yeah, I think he likes it there.
Yeah, I think he's gonna stay at first. But
Plus, it's more active. I think he likes playing first. He gets more get the ball gets hit to him more.
Mhm.
Game 1 of the ALCS happened
Yep,
yesterday.
Rangers took down the Astros. I don't think it
We're
matters.
this close of the game being tied by Bregman, but Evan Carter.
Call it. I mean, Altuve did not hit second.
Yeah, that was.
That was
Hey.
bad.
Looks like he did cheat. I'm joking.
Yeah,
Try to cheat the system.
it
But,
just sucks though because I know the Astros are just gonna.
Montgomery again. Alvarez to strike out 3 times is I don't think it's ever happened in his career.
Mhm.
Strike out 3 times. But Matt, they're pitching now with the Rangers. We're getting Max Scherzer and John Gray back.
Mhm.
I like their chances to take the series now that they won.
I hope they do.
Oh, I would too. Cause, like, I don't know, man. It's at some point you're not gonna make the World Series. I mean, how many times did they make the World Series? 3 straight times or 2? Man, like 5 times. I feel
Yeah, I don't even know. It's just
At some point you're gonna come back down to earth a little bit,
yeah.
and you're not gonna. Plus, Verlander, I thought Verlander was great. I felt like he did leave a pitch for Tavares to hit. Tavares.
That's always what happens though with Verlander in postseason. Like he'll do good, but then it doesn't
He'll
matter.
give up a pitch or 2 that.
And then his offense just never gets going.
It's kind of like Game 1 of the World Series where he left a pitch. I think JT hit a double, and it's just
It really sucks though because if theoretically the Phillies come out in NLCS, which they should,
Oh, they should.
they absolutely should. They should be going to the World. Like, not gonna say
If
anything.
they
but
lose this series, it is very, very bad for the Phillies. I feel like because you have to.
yeah,
You're at home.
I wouldn't take the Diamondbacks out of it
No.
though, because they're
Nice.
they're a talented team. But
But they're versing better pitching.
the thing is, though,
pitching.
would you rather, theoretically, if the Phillies make it, would you rather go against the Rangers or the Astros? If they go against the Rangers, they don't have home field advantage. They go against the Astros, they have home field advantage, and it's the rematch.
They struggle against the Rangers a lot. I don't think they
I know.
beat the Rangers since like 2018, something like that.
Because that was their season opener.
I
and
would
they-
love for a rematch of the World Series. I would love it. Cause I always see this. It's that one play in Game 5 where somehow Trey Mancini made that play on a grounder that Kyle Shore hit. That looked like it was going through. And the no hitter from last year. I would love to see it, but also Rangers Phillies just I feel like the offenses
Mhm.
that'd be a lot of runs.
That'd be such a scary series, though, for the
Oh, yeah.
Phillies. I think the Phillies go against the Astros, they would be so, like, they'd be mad. They would,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they would win. Against the Rangers, though, I don't know. We would have to
Plus
see.
with Trey Turner now with no Gene Segura and not playing Matt Veling anymore.
Mhm.
I mean I think that's and then the new Alec Boehm, new Bryson Stott. I feel like
That's the thing about this Phillies team is, like, I like everybody in the lineup. There's
yeah.
not a single person
if
in there.
Pache plays, I'm great with it because
Mhm.
I think Pache's having a good or great postseason with the limited at bats he's getting.
But Rojas just has good fielding, so can't pass it
I
up.
feel like Rojas is gonna have a big series, big game one of these nights. I feel it, man.
I do too.
He's just late on the fastball,
Mhm.
so many times. The hittable too. But it's awesome football.
Yeah. I mean, obviously it's good. We'll do 49ers and the Eagles. 49ers follow the Browns. That was a horrible
That was a
game.
rough game to watch.
CMC went down. Debo Samuel went down.
Trent Williams went down.
A lot of people went down over
But
on Sunday.
Brock Purdy led them down the field, man. Had a chance to win, and they came up short.
The two flags, though, they were
Which ones on the 49ers defense, or it was 3rd and 10 for the Browns, and they a pass interference or something. Happened.
yeah, it was two calls that I just didn't.
I know
agree
one
with
was
at all.
from Elijah Moore.
Oh, yeah, that one. The
Yeah.
unnecessary roughness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like, that hit, though, like, that... Me and my dad were watching, and we were just, like, shocked, because those kind of hits...
I was shocked they even threw a flag. I was shocked with the 49ers when they threw the flag when the 49ers had the ball.
It's
on
just...
the little 5-yard pass.
I hate saying refs give teams a game, but I
They
think...
give him an opportunity to win a game.
Yeah, I think they gave the Browns a really big opportunity to win, even though the 49ers... It's no excuse, though, because the 49ers should destroy the Browns.
I don't care if Debo, CMC, Trey Williams gets down. You still have. I think Elijah Mitchell's a good running back. I like Mason. You still have Brandon Ayuk. You still have George Kittle. You still have Kyle Juszczyk. You still have the offensive line. You still have Nick Bosa. You still have that defense was fully healthy.
Mhm.
And
I don't know what
Amari
happened.
Cooper made one of those corners look like his son
Yeah.
yesterday, which the Cowboys giving up on Amari Cooper for a 5th-round pick is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Because I think they could use Amari Cooper with CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup and Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
Like, why would you trade Amari Cooper and then get Brandon Cooks? I like Brandon Cooks, but
It's a downgrade.
he's not. Yeah. We're at the what other games happen?
Eagles.
Eagles.
Eagles fall, finally, to the Jets.
The
Kind of...
Jets make every good quarterback look terrible. They make every quarterback look bad.
Me and my dad were talking about that this is going to be a tough game for the Eagles, and clearly it was. Their run defense was just crazy.
I mean, at first it didn't look like it was gonna be a tough game because they were doing great.
Mm-hmm.
But Dallas Goedert fumble, non-fumble, whatever interception.
Yeah.
DeAndre Swift fumbling. A lot of just un-Eagles characteristics on Sunday.
And the thing about it is, the huge thing about that game was the Jets' run defense, 100%.
Oh yeah.
DeAndre Swift has been having outstanding weeks, and then all of a sudden he fell to 10 carries, 18 yards, which is, I feel like the Eagles were kind of shocked when that happened, and they didn't really know what to do.
You don't expect a team to bottle up that wrong.
Yeah,
But
and they didn't really know what to
it did
do.
help that Lane Johnson got hurt for the Jets.
Yeah, that was sad.
But I was surprised that Devontae Smith could not take advantage of the two corners, DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner. Devontae Smith only got 5 catches for 44 yards.
They haven't been really using him recently. Ever since A.J. Brown made that statement of...
I mean, A.J. Brown has been cooking any defense now.
I know, but it just sucks because Devontae Smith definitely has the talent. I think he has top 5 hands in the league.
I think he could be... I mean, I think he could be the number 1 receiver on the team, but...
He would be a number 1 receiver on most teams.
Probably at least 13, 14 teams, I feel like.
I think he could be... He could have... Honestly, if somebody said he had the best hands in the league, I wouldn't argue it.
He's a great contested catch.
Like, he makes every catch.
You want to, like, really... Like, you don't really see him as, like a guy who can go up and get a ball, but he does with that body frame.
That's another thing with that body frame is injuries.
Yeah, but he's really been injured though. That's the one. That's
the one time I remember was against the 49ers. He went up and got it, and he got injured.
I don't know.
I remember. It was last year, but the Eagles, I think they're going to be fine, obviously.
All right, they beat the Dolphins, which I hope they beat the Dolphins.
Yeah.
No one will remember this. No one will if they beat the Dolphins by how much. It doesn't matter. You know?
Yeah.
If all you do is you beat a great team, no one remembers these type of losses. Well, you might if like at the end of the year, you don't get the 1 seed. But in the land scheme, it would be like a week 6 loss.
Yeah. I think seeing the Eagles run offense like struggle is going to be a really wake up.
Have they struggled the past? Have they struggled? Did they? No, they didn't struggle.
I just think it's going to be a wake up call for them, and they're going to start passing the ball. Jalen Hurts had 3 interceptions, and not great at all. It was
one of those throws Dallas Goedert has to keep in his hands. The other one he got hit, and then the third one, I don't know what he thought in the third one. That was a dumb decision.
I think they just gave up, if I'm being honest. Well, not gave up, but like...
They got frustrated. Jalen Hurts got frustrated. He looked like Mahomes and Allen did when they played the Jets defense.
He just didn't look... He looked really upset.
He was just... That was like the first time I've ever seen him, like, not himself.
Because when I was... In the beginning of the game, I was watching... Eagles were driving down the field like crazy. Like, they were just getting down there, and then all of a sudden it just stopped.
Yeah.
So...
It's once when Dallas Goedert kind of lost that ball, the whole game just switched. And that's what happens when you turn the ball over.
Bills game?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, that was not great. That was not a good look.
The Bills game. What should I start? The bad.
A lot. There's a lot.
There's a lot of bad. Not the defense. Defense was good, which you expect against the Giants' offense. You expect your defense to show out, and they did. I felt like. Now I do feel like some moments they left a lot underneath, and it killed the Bills. I mean, when it came down to stopping them from scoring, the Bills did great, but Kyrie Elam getting toasted, Christian Benford getting toasted, Tyrod Taylor looking like my favorite quarterback who was for a little bit.
Former Bill.
Oh my God, that deep ball's still something, man. Oh, that deep ball. I mean, that thing drops in.
I mean,
he almost had that 4th and 8 ball. That 4th and 8. At the end of the game, he almost had, but Benford knocked it out. But the final drive for the Bills, like the run, I did not like the run plays, and then Allen missing that, and then Tyler Bass shockingly missed 2 field goals.
Yeah, he was on my fantasy team, and it killed me.
Yeah, usually he used money all. Might go his all-pro season. Tough. But the offensive play calling has been the worst it's been since probably last year, since Josh got hurt last year. It's been so bad to watch this offense. Like, they went from scoring 48 against the Dolphins to they don't use these players correctly. I mean, the shotgun run plays, the shotgun draws, like, they literally say it every week with the Bills. The offense, they have the best play action, best underneath. They're one of the best teams going around the center. Ken Dorsey just doesn't like to use it.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, no one else, no receiver can help Diggs at all.
Yeah.
It's Diggs, sometimes
Gabe Davis sometimes.
Maybe
No. Knox.
Knox does not do nothing for this team anymore. It's surprising. I'm sad. Cade was out. They gotta start using these. Like, you have 2 tight ends, who are, I think, Dawson Knox is a good tight end, or like above average tight end.
Mhm.
And I think Duncan Cade has the potential to be a great tight end.
Yeah.
They don't use him.
The Bills are really confusing because one game they'll like destroy an opponent, and then
yeah.
they'll go against like a mediocre or like a not a very good team, and then they'll make it close. It's kind of like the Eagles, but the Eagles make it close with every team.
It's playing down your competition.
Mhm.
And like and then they finally used James Cook, and he looked. I thought he's the real reason why we won this game. James Cook.
Yeah.
They started using him. Too many carries for Latavius Murray. 12. That's too much. He's 33. Give him 7 to 8. In that range. Give the rest to James Cook and Damian Harris. I hope Damian Harris is okay. That was scary.
That was pretty scary.
Yeah.
It's always the hits that don't look like they're that bad, and then they're that bad.
But they said he's good. They said he's got movement, so that's good. And
I wanted to actually touch on a topic that we haven't talked about. That's been a blaring topic. Damian Lillard and the Bucks.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. We don't talk about the NBA at all.
Yeah, we haven't been really talking about the NBA just because of the Phillies, but I kind of wanted to touch on your thoughts on the Damian Lillard.
The whole Damian Lillard trade with Drew Holiday, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I think the Bucks got better, but I don't know by how much.
Mhm.
They lost a lot of defense. I think with Drew Holiday leaving. What else did they give up in that trade? It's been a couple weeks.
I think Damian Lillard and Giannis are going to be the best duo.
You do?
Yeah, like the best superstar duo that we've seen. Like not like in recent years. It's not going to be the Durant, Kyrie, or Harden. I think they're going to be just the best, duo for some reason. I just have that feeling.
I feel like losing one team that got a lot better than that trade is the Suns. They went from having 0 depth on that team to having a lot of depth on that team. Now with Yusuf Nurkic, you see a little Keon Johnson, Grayson Allen. I mean, Grayson Allen, he's a good 7th, 8th man coming off the bench. He can start for you if Bradley Beal goes down. Yusuf Nurkic, he's got something to prove this year. And I'm excited to see because I got some money, so I get to watch League Pass. So I'm excited.
Oh.
I have a League Pass now. So I'm excited to see what Yusuf Nurkic does in that offense.
Do you think...
But one guy I think's got most to prove in this trade is DeAndre Ayton.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to go back to what he was early on in Phoenix, like when they made the finals.
He has not been the same.
He's not. Ever since Giannis packed him on the alley-oop, it's been a little tough for the guy. But
I think he can come back though.
I think that Blazers, they got a nice young core for the future.
Mm-hmm.
That Blazers team with Rob Williams.
They definitely made the right move. Yeah, Rob Williams
and DeAndre Ayton.
When I saw Rob Williams get traded, I was surprised.
Yeah, me too. I was a little sad, but it had to happen just because of the cap.
Just because of like how much potential he showed. He could be so.
Did Malcolm Brogdon ever get traded from the Blazers? I cannot recall if he got traded from the.
I have no idea.
Because he got traded in the trade. I don't know. No, he's still on the Blazers. I mean, you look at that Blazers core with Scoot, Shaedon Sharpe, Anthony Simons. If he's their long-term future, because they have a lot of guards.
Mm-hmm.
DeAndre Ayton, Rob Williams. I mean, they got a nice young core.
Yeah.
It's gonna be if they all pan out, and you got to pay them all. So, if they play well. But I like what Phoenix building. I like what the Celtics got. I think they replaced Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
With. I mean, you could say, like they're both great defenders. but I think the Celtics got a little better with the offensive upside
Mhm.
Holiday has. And
Yep.
that big four the Celtics got. Oof, Malone. You got Tatum, Brown, Porzingis, Holiday.
I need to see Porzingis come
He
back.
was healthy last year. He was great. He was great last year.
I need to see prime Porzingis. Is what I need to see.
That's like 2019.
Um,
I mean, Porzingis last year played 60. If he plays at least 60 to 65 to 70 games,
Mhm.
I'll be happy. And Drew Holiday, I hope he does what he does. And then Tatum and Brown. You got Al Horford still,
Mhm.
who was old. But I don't know why they signed Payton Pritchard to a $40 or $30 million contract, but they did. So, that is that. But I like the Celtics. Who you think is the favorite coming out the East with that trade?
Probably the Bucks.
Bucks. I would say the Celtics. No, I'm not biased. I just think the defense is a little. I don't know about the defense with the Bucks. Like, who's their two guard? You got Dame and some, but you got Giannis who's ball dominant. Would you say Giannis is ball dominant? He needs the ball.
No.
No. I think Middleton's a good off-ball player. Dame. I just don't know how they have to get Brook Lopez. I mean, it's gonna be a battle, but that's a lot of mouth you got to feed on that offense.
That's kind of what. Yeah, I mean that's the controversy, but
Also with the Celtics too.
Dame needs the ball. Obviously,
he needs it.
Like, I think he needs the ball more than Giannis. Like, as in just a player. Like, he's just that kind of guy. But
It's gonna be wondering how they do in transition, cause Dame's gonna want the ball in transition. Giannis wants the ball. He wants the ball in transition, cause that's what he does most.
That's what he does.
It's gonna be fun to see how they operate when they do that. But Malik Beasley's their two guard.
Mhm.
Cameron Payne, Pat Connaughton, Jay Crowder, Bobby Portis coming off the bench. It's gonna be a battle, man. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this NBA season. Does James Harden finally get traded?
Mhm.
I don't know if he gets traded.
I don't know because he's like just the most two-faced person ever. He'll say one thing with the media and then another thing that absolutely contradicts what he just said. It's so confusing, but
Like how him and Donna, the owner cannot get the GM cannot get along anymore.
So, let's go away from the NBA because let's
I
go.
don't think we ever mentioned Chris Paul though.
Oh, Chris Paul, the Warriors. Yeah, I mean,
They played. Chris Paul. I like Chris Paul in that Warriors offense. Jordan Poole, I think, is gonna do good things in Washington, but I think having that offense, I think, is finally gonna click again. Like the ball movement
I hope so.
is finally gonna. It's gonna. I think it's not gonna be back to what it was back in like when they had like KD and stuff,
Mhm.
and like before KD. But I think just the ball movement with Chris Paul now. I think Kuminga has a big year. Back to the NFL though.
I was gonna say back to the MLB.
Oh, MLB.
I want to keep focusing on these Phillies, man. Who do you think is gonna come out of this game with? Who's gonna be the leader?
The leader of this game.
Who do you think is going to be the absolute just standout player?
Standout player. So, they got a lot of players.
If there's an MVP for the game, who would it be?
MVP?
That's what I'm trying to say.
Zach Gallen on the bump.
For either team, like
For the
if
team,
you were to pick
I'm gonna
one
say
MVP from
one-
both teams.
Both teams. One MVP from both teams.
No, like combined.
Combined.
Like there's only one MVP.
It's only one MVP.
Yeah.
I think the MVP of this game, if I'm having in my mind, is going to be a lefty. It's going to be from Vegas. I think Bryce Stott's going to have a big game today.
Really?
He's going to be my MVP. I think he hits a homer today. I think he drives in three.
Three.
Wow. He hit a grand slam earlier. I ain't crazy. But I like Bryson Stott against Zach Gallen.
Mm-hmm.
He does. I think he does do. I don't know if he. I think he does do good against Arizona though.
I like I don't know why I just got this feeling. I think Alec Boehm's gonna have a big game.
Boom. Righty.
I think the righty is gonna be good.
Do you think he hits a home run today? Gets his first of the postseason.
It's tough. I don't know if he will. I think he's going to get a double.
Double.
I think Alec Bohm, after last game being, visibly upset with the double play and such. Or wait, no, that was...
That might bring you a 3.
Either way.
He had a rough series.
He had a rough series. I think he's going to have a bounce-back series, and I think he's going to start off hot game 1.
And who do you think will be the MVP of game 2 for the Rangers?
For Rangers and Astros, I think for game 2, is Eovaldi pitching?
I think he is pitching.
I'm going to say Eovaldi.
Someone's pitching. I know it's Max Scherzer, someone like that. And then Monday Night Football today.
Yep.
Who's playing?
I don't even know.
Chargers. I know Chargers are playing.
Let's see.
Of course, right? Of course, that one's
Chargers and Cowboys.
Cowboys. Oh Lord.
That's going to be a good game.
It will be a good game. I want the Cowboys to lose, so I'm gonna go Chargers.
I'm going to go Chargers as well. I think
Parsons has a big game, but I just don't think Dak has a big game.
Yeah.
It's gonna offset, like the rapper Offset, you know.
Yeah, but I think it's a big game though. Like it's a pretty big Monday Night Football
for both
game.
teams. The Cowboys have a chance to get back in that division, and the Chargers have a chance to get put themselves in a playoff spot.
Like it would be huge if the Cowboys lose this game. Be huge for the Eagles.
Be huge for the whole NFC. It feels like.
True.
But
because it always feels like the Cowboys can make a comeback at any time, but you never know.
The Chargers right now they're sitting at 2-2. They could jump a lot of teams and be, I think, 5th in the conference, something like that. I know they would jump a lot of teams because they're 3-2 right now. And the Cowboys, if they lose, I think they would fall below the Rams, and the Commanders. I feel like. They would because they have a worst record in the conference. This is a big game for every team, but there's Tua does what Tua does this week. It would suck to see Fields get hurt. It did. Dislocated his thumb, popped it back in, could not grip a ball though. London game happened. Ryan Tannehill gets hurt. Malik Will's season might be on us. But I don't know why they don't draft Will Levis. So they drafted the guy for a reason.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's something behind the scenes that they see in him, and they've, agreed not to start him. But
defense did not allow anything for the Seahawks.
I wanted to talk C.J. Stroud throwing his first interception.
Then they fumbled though. They got the ball back. That was
Either
cool.
way, C.J. Stroud is obviously the leader for me. And
Rookie of the year.
Yeah, rookie. Of the
It's
year.
him, probably Bijan, and if Devon Achane didn't get hurt, then
It could have been him.
it could be. But
He could still get
it's-
offensive rookie of the year.
He might, but it's gonna be very tough. Them missing 4 weeks. He's gonna
At least 4 weeks. He could miss more.
He's gonna have to at least put up a lot of yards and some touchdowns.
He's going to have to doing the same thing he's been doing, basically.
Yeah. Colts turn the ball over too much and lose to the Jags. Christian, I know Trevor Lawrence had a great game. He did come up limping though at the end. I don't know why they did a roll out with Trevor Lawrence with 3 minutes left. It was stupid. And, he came up shaking up. Mac Jones stinks. Still.
How about Gardner Minshew, though? 329 passing yards.
How many picks, though?
3 interceptions.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, though, the amount of attempts he had, 55 attempts.
It's too many.
Like, that's crazy.
Zach Moss, they gotta use Zach Moss more. Raiders win. The Lions. It was nice to see Jameson Williams get a big pass.
Yeah, I saw that.
He's got a potential beat.
They're the fair share of Alabama players on that team.
They got potential. GMO's got a potential to be one of the best receivers in the league with that speed.
I think the Lions they could be so good.
They could win the conference, man. That defensive line and that offensive line.
It just is in a tough spot because you have David Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs. And you don't know really who to.
David Montgomery thinks all we want right now.
But he got injured again.
He did.
Yeah.
I did not see that. I was outside for that probably.
He did get injured again.
Ross St. Brown came back and does what he does. Jared Goff he's something else, man. He's a good quarterback. Those creamsicle. How do you feel about the creamsicle jerseys? We got a minute left.
I think they're nice. I like them.
And then Rams beat just beat down on the Cardinals.
All right, well, let's get our final score predictions into the Phillies game.
Phillies game. I think it's gonna be close. I think it's gonna be one run game. I think it's gonna be 4-3.
That's actually exactly what I was gonna say.
Oh, you did?
I'm gonna say 4-3 and Alabama gets hot on the first game.
You think? I think Harper hits a double to score the Phillies. To score on.
All right, well, I guess we'll see in our predictions how they do on tomorrow probably.
Yeah, tomorrow.
And yeah, we'll be back for game 2.